Hey guys, if you notice that your Kobot right here stopped working, there's things that are usually very common. It's just cleaning it up. And then we're gonna go through a little bit more if that's not just the problem. Anyways, obviously you do have to take out the trash from here. So just make sure to empty it out. So let's assume you did that. Most people do that. They don't miss that step. However, they do miss the step of cleaning these parts out. So if you press this against this way, take that out. Then if you press it that way towards the left, if it's facing you this way, you can take out all the hair from here. If there's a bunch of hair stuck here, it might even be hard to actually pressure this and take it out. But that's what you have to do. You have to take it out, clean up all the hair from it, because all that hair will make it get stuck and not work properly. So assuming you did that, you can just put it back. So we're gonna go ahead and put that back. Same goes with these guys. You can snap them out. Of course, you guys can use a quarter and then just bring them out, but with your hands you can do the same thing. Just clean up any hair that's in here. There might be a bunch of their hair stuck in there. Same goes with this side. Just take it out, clean up any hair that's getting in the way, obviously in here as well. Put everything back and then everything should be working. Now let's assume nothing happens. It's still not working. It still gets stuck or something's going on. Then let's take it one step further. So I'm gonna take out these guys just because they get in the way for this process, but we're gonna take out a few screws from here. We're gonna open it up. Just remember, do not take out the screws from here. Okay, these are for your wheels. There's no need to take out these screws that I'm pointing at this point in time. Okay, that has to do with your wheels. Do not take them out. There's no need to do that. So we're gonna go ahead and start using our screwdriver right here. So right here is the battery. There's nothing we can do right now for the battery unless, yes, it's your battery and you guys need to change it. Then that's how it looks like. And it's very easy. You guys can see, here it is. We can just go ahead and switch it for another one. So most likely your problem is not with the battery, or hopefully, but if it is, there you go. That's one fix and you would just put this back. So just wanted to show you that before we keep going with the whole thing. However, as a safety precaution, I always unhook the battery of anything that I'm opening up, just in case. So we're just gonna set that on the side for now. And we're gonna keep going with opening this up. Something I also forgot to mention is here. You guys should turn this off before even going in here, but it's okay. It's just the battery, so it could have been turned on. No big deal. So here's the first screw that we took out. That's from this side, beside the wheel. So that's how the screw looks like, the one that we took out from beside the wheel. We're gonna keep going. Now going back into the battery part, there is one more screw in there that we have to take out, so don't forget about that one. So right now it should be loose enough to start opening up. So I'm not gonna pull it too much, just pull it up a little bit. But we don't wanna pull it all the way up because it won't go just yet. We do have to screw up here as well. What we're gonna do is take out the wheel. I guess if you could put your fingernail through there, but I can't. I'm just gonna turn this around so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. I'm actually gonna choose a slightly smaller one right now to get that wheel to come out. It's pretty easy. All we have to do is just press from the side and then you can just pop it out. So there we go, finally got it out. So just don't lose the pin, obviously. We need to keep that. There's only some hair inside here as well, which is this part of the whole tutorial. Anyways, we have to clean this up so it's nice and clean. Anyways, if you guys notice, if you go like so, you're gonna see that there's a hole in there where we can take out one more screw. So here it is. That's the screw that went in there. It's a small one, just like the other ones. I'm gonna place that up here because I should turn this around later on. And now we're just gonna take out this one, and this one. Alright guys, so one tip about taking out these screws. Do not use stuff like this, okay? These might be thin and they do go in, sure. But they're way too pointy and they're not strong enough. They're not the proper tools. So I do see a lot of people on YouTube having a difficult time taking out these screws. It's only because you're not using the correct tools. The correct tool is this screwdriver. See the size difference? And this actually does fit in here. So if I actually unscrew something, it's gonna be pretty easy. So I already unscrewed on these two. I'm gonna unscrew the last one, which is here. So these are loose already. I'm just gonna have to unscrew this one. So sure, you have to apply a little bit of force, but it isn't that much force. You're gonna have an extremely difficult time if you're not using the correct tools. So here we go. And this one has a little bit of that magnetic edge to it. So that's why this is the proper one to use. So you guys can see, it isn't that pointy. With these tiny ones, they're way too pointy. So they're not gonna work properly. But this guy, he fits right in there and can get the job done. So sure, we can take out the screws or we can just leave those in there. And then we can just place this on the side. I'm gonna place this on the side as well. You don't really have to, but just in case. So right now what we can do is just turn it around. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this around. And then we can just lift this up. So just kind of snap it out. There we go. Snapped out just fine. So you guys can see, put this on the side. And finally, that means we can take everything apart. Once you do that, it's very important you do that, you can actually take it all apart. So let's just put this on the side and take a look at this. So right now, as you guys can see, it's extremely dirty. We're just gonna get on with cleaning this up. I'm just gonna use a few wipes to get started. I'm not gonna use my vacuum just yet, maybe for little parts here and there, but I'm just gonna wipe it clean. At this point, what I'm gonna do is just turn this around. And yes, we should clean all the dust from everywhere. But what might be the problem for a lot of you would be this area right here. And that's what we're gonna open up right now, just to take a look. So we're just gonna use our screwdriver, same one. Should be able to open this up pretty easy. Let's put this on the side. It's also good to open up just to see that everything's okay. So you guys can view this. There's nothing that looks burnt out, anything like that. There's no wires that have been disconnected or, again, no burn marks anywhere. So that's a good diagnostic of this. And here we go, the last one. Alright, so there's quite a bit of dust in there that we have to clean up. Isn't that much. So technically that shouldn't get too much in the way. Let's move this out of the way. And here, there is some, but not too much. So just clean these up, and then we're gonna keep cleaning everything up as we go along. Alright guys, so as you're cleaning, you might want to use some of these tools just to help you out. Now, I did take out some dust already from here, so I just swept it out. From here, there's some hair in there. So I just want to give you guys a close-up. Kind of see it right now. Now I'm going to point at it. It's right here. What I'm doing is just trying to move it up, because this might get in your way. And the more hair you guys have here, obviously, can cause this not to function like it should. And then I'm just taking the hair and pulling it out, like so. So that's another way to clean this. Obviously, we can take more things apart. I don't like to do that myself because it just gets harder to put everything back together. Right now we did real basics, so everything's okay. There's nothing that goes into taking this apart up to this point. So we're just gonna keep cleaning up, make it all clean, and then we should be done. Alright, so now that we're done cleaning up, we can put everything back together. So we can go ahead and put this back in there. And we're gonna go ahead and put these screws back in. Okay, so we can just start putting everything back together. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this on top of it. There we go. I just place this. Now to make it easy on myself, I did leave the screws in there. Just have to screw them back in. There we go, nice and secure. Now we're going to move on to this screw, which goes right in here. I'm going to put the wheel back. I'll place this like so. So we have a screw there, screw right there, over there, over there. Let's not forget about this guy. It goes right in there. So that's below the battery. So right now here we have the battery, so to hook it up again. There's really only one way to plug in the battery. You guys see this thing at the top? It's gonna fit with this kind of hole that it has. So you just slip that in there, and there you go. There's really no way to put this in the wrong way, honestly. Slip that in there. We're gonna put this back. And one more thing before we finish, because, well, technically we're finished. Just clean off the wheels. That's something I forgot to do. It's good to just clean off all that dust, just to keep things nice and organized. But other than that, we're pretty much done. At this point, we can put everything back. I'll put these guys back as well. And we're done cleaning up our Kobot right here, and it's ready to be used. Don't forget, you do have to turn it on again, so that's back here. I would charge it up if it's not already charged up, and enjoy it. Anyways, that would be it for this video. If you guys have any comments, questions, you guys can write down here in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and rate. Thank you.